Understanding power leveling in Destiny 2 as a new player can be overwhelming when you're just getting started. But in today's video, I wanted to break it down and simplify it so you have a full understanding of how it works and how best to approach it season over season. If you'd like to skip around, there will be timestamps below. And as always, if you learn anything, all I ask is that you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're not already, and turn on notifications so you get notified when we drop new videos. So what exactly is your power level? If you open up your character screen, you'll find big numbers on the right side near your armor pieces. This number is your power level. It states in the description that your power score is an aggregate of the power value across all of your currently equipped gear. A higher power score improves both your damage output and your defense. It's also important you know that your seasonal artifact gives you bonus power levels that's separate from your gear score. But we'll talk about that in a second. What you need to understand now is that the power level of your armor and weapons dictates what your overall power level is. So if you have all 1350 weapons and armor, you will be 1350 power. Simple as that. Now, when it comes to how that power will be used, you'll notice that for every activity in the game where your power level matters, there is a recommended power level as shown. This number is not mandatory for you to be able to participate. Instead, it's a number that you want to be pretty close to in order to be an active participant when it comes to dealing damage and survivability. There are exceptions though when it comes to doing endgame content like Grandmaster Nightfalls, where you'll need to be a certain power level to gain access to it. Now, before we get into earning gear and leveling up, I think that it's very important that you know and understand how the seasonal artifact plays into your power level. Each season we get a brand new seasonal artifact, and if you want to know more about the seasonal mods on that artifact, I'll have a separate video down in the description. You can also expect a new video covering the new seasonal artifact once Witch Queen is out. For now though, in this video, what you need to know is that when you gain experience from various sources in the game, if you look on your seasonal artifact or on your character screen, you'll see an XP bar that indicates when you'll earn your next bonus power level. Your seasonal artifact provides you with bonus power levels separate from your gear score and only applicable within the season that you leveled up your current artifact. So when Witch Queen comes out, we'll all be starting at 0 bonus power levels, and anything you earned from previous seasons will be gone. Also, there's no limit to how many bonus power levels you can gain within a given season, but do keep in mind that for certain activities like Grandmaster Nightfalls and the legendary campaign in Witch Queen, you will be capped at a certain power level. So no matter how high you go, you'll only be technically as high as the caps are set. And a side note for any PvP players, when it comes to doing Trials of Osiris or Iron Banner, artifact power levels are disabled for those activities. So the only power levels that do matter are your gear score. Now the next question we want to answer is how to level up your gear score. As you play the game, you'll earn weapons and armor with gear scores that will continue to increase as you earn more and more rewards. When Witch Queen launches, everyone will start at a base power level of 1350. That means whether you've been playing the game, you've taken a long break, or you're new to Destiny 2, you'll start the game at 1350 power. The max that your gear score can go, or the Pinnacle Cap as it's called, will be 1560 for Witch Queen and Season of the Risen. Each season after that will increase the Pinnacle Cap by 10. In order to reach the Pinnacle Cap, you'll have to go through 2 other caps that will determine what loot sources you can farm, and those are the Soft Cap and the Powerful Cap. The Soft Cap, which is set at 1500 power, will be reachable by earning gear from any loot source in the game. So whether you're playing the story, playlist activities, or getting random drops in patrols, everything will go towards leveling you from 1350 to the Soft Cap of 1500. After 1500, you'll need to hit the Powerful Cap of 1550. To get there, you'll have to complete activities that have powerful or pinnacle gear rewards. These would be things like completing vendor weekly challenges in the tower and other planets, weekly playlist challenges, raids, and turning in prime engrams. We'll have a more detailed drop sources list at the end of the video. You'll notice right away that powerful gear drops do have different tiers, so it's important to know that tier 1 will give you a drop that's +3 to your gear score. Tier 2 will give you a drop that's +4 to your gear score, and Tier 3 will give you drops that are +5 to your gear score. Pinnacle rewards are technically a Tier 4 drop at this point in the power grind, and will give you loot that's +6 to your gear score. I want you to remember again that your seasonal artifact bonus power levels aren't calculated into your gear score. Your gear score that's mentioned here refers to your highest equipable pieces of gear for your character. Also, you don't have to have your highest equipable gear equipped before you get a powerful or pinnacle reward, because the game is going to automatically calculate your highest gear score even if you have higher weapons in your vault or on another character. Now, moving on from the powerful cap, after 1550, your final goal will be to hit the pinnacle cap, which as we mentioned will be 1560 in Season of the Risen. The only way to hit this cap is by completing pinnacle reward activities. Those include the newest raid and dungeon, weekly challenges for playlist activities, trials, Iron Banner, and more. So that's a breakdown of the different power caps, how you level them up, and a few loot sources available to get you where you need to be. It's important to know that as you're leveling up, you will get duplicate drops that won't be what you needed, and you'll also get drops that appear to be lower than what you currently have. Remember in this case that the drops you get are a boost above your current gear score. So for example, if your power level is 1510 and you have a helmet that's 1515, let's say you complete a powerful gear tier 1 activity and you get a helmet that's 1513. That's the correct power level and it is a boost. It's just not for the slot that you may have needed it for. In this case, you need drops for your other gear to balance your gear out so that you don't continue to get drops that seem lower than what you have in a certain slot. This is a real world example of what you can expect to happen. Now, I always recommend that when you level up, you want to start from the lowest tier rewards and work your way up to keep your gear as balanced as possible. That means if you're 1510 and grinding to the powerful cap, don't prioritize doing raids and other higher tier powerful reward activities first. Do your low tier stuff and then work your way up. So lastly, I want to give you all a comprehensive list of loot sources for grinding out each power cap. You'll be able to pause the video here, take screenshots if you need to. But if you made it this far into the video, I really do hope that this guide helped you all out. Hope it gave you a better understanding. If you're looking for more help, feel free to join our Discord. I'm pretty active in there sharing information, and we have a growing group of people who also share a passion for the game. I'll be dropping our usual guides on the channel when Witch Queen comes out, and you can catch me playing the campaign live on Twitch. All those links will be down below in the description. Again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications, and I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to stick around if you wanted to see those loot sources. Peace.